I hope you guys heard me out there. It seemed like my mic was muted, but I kept hearing this echo. I kept hearing this echo, so I guess it was on, but my mic was muted. So if you guys haven't heard anything that I've have said, I hope you guys have. But if you haven't, um, I was really just speaking about this cold weather. Okay, that's what I was really talking about. So give me one second to do something here. Give me 1 second. The link is in the chat. I'm gonna probably be up in here for a second because I'm trying to see something over here. Okay, let's see how that works like that. Say I can add. Hey, the other day, you guys, I was messing with this thing. I was messing with it, and I was figuring out some things on here that I didn't even know I had. Uh, I don't mess with this computer stuff, but I find different ways. Hold on, let me get that. I find different ways to work this thing. Like I said, I don't be on it enough to really know how to work it. I can do a little bit. I mean, I could do a lot more. I got a lot more better at it. I will say that. I'm trying to do it on that one, though. Guess it ain't gonna let me click it off. All scenes. Yeah, see, this thing here got a lot. I'm using half of it. I'm not even using all of this stuff. All of my devices, all my gadgets. I'm only using really like half of it. It's so so much on here. Okay, y'all give me 1 second. Okay. See, so I gotta switch back right thing. Yeah, I got a lot on this computer and my software that I don't use. Right, I'm probably using maybe probably 40, maybe 40% of a lot of this stuff that's on my software has. I have no clue how to work a lot of this, the other 50 or 60% things that's on here. But I'm learning. Okay, I'm learning to do it. Um, so today I just wanted to come up. Well, I really wanted to speak about this cold weather. Okay, but I really also wanted to work on this to see how can I connect it. And it's not letting me. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna probably have to go to the settings and figure it out from there. But you guys, I have a lot that I wanted to talk about on the next time, on my next video here, which will be in a few hours. I'm gonna jump back on here and and I'm gonna put this video, and I want to break this video down on here. Now, a lot of stuff that I see on the news stations and a lot of stuff I see that's going on in the world. Uh, some of it be a little bit controversy, a little bit, and I'm not trying to get into a back and forth controversy situation or topic or whatever. I really just break down certain things that's important to me, certain things that stand out to me, certain things that I might have been through, and certain things that I might have grown through. Um, those are the things that I really want to discuss. And sometimes it could be a little controversy, right? But I like to I like to talk about meaningful topics or meaningful problems that's out here in the world that we all face, especially our kids, right? I like talking about those type of things. I have kids, we all have kids, right? Uh, we all going through the same thing that we see out here that some of our kids go through. So for me, I really like talking about these things. Because once, like I told you, once I was part of the problem. Now I'm part of the solution. So, so if I'm part of the solution, why not talk about it, right? Well, for one, when you talk about stuff like that, people they don't like it so much, right? They kind of want to, uh, they kind of want to how should I say? I could say argue, but I would just say they kind of want to go back and forth with the blame game instead of really trying to figure out, instead of trying to figure out what's the problems, so we could try to figure out the solution. You know, I think that's really big in today's world. We'll do a lot of debating and arguing, but don't nobody want to try to find the problem of all of this. Okay, so here we have now this dangerous weather. Okay, it's all over the place. It's all across the U.S. Look, this is in Oklahoma. I saw in one city it was 57 negative degrees. Like, this is dangerous weather out here. Anybody have family members down there in Oklahoma? Call and check on your people. Listen to that wind down there. So you see that the globe up there in the right hand side. Now look at all of that. That's winter blast. All of that. I guess that's white fall over there on the right side, and that's covering the whole globe. All of that is cold weather, winter weather. It's dangerous out there. Let me see what they talking about. Yeah, so when I come back on here later on today, or actually in a few hours, um, we're gonna get into this video. That's the same thing. We're gonna get into some videos, you guys, that I kind of want to talk about. Okay, and like I was saying, yes, these are things or issues that we all go through in life, but a lot of people don't like talking about it.
If you live in a Michigan zip code and have
A lot of people don't like talking. Who out there stay in Michigan? Shout out to Michigan. No. But yeah, we're gonna do a couple of the videos today, and we're gonna talk about a couple of things today that I have been uh, concerned about, and I think it's on this one. Or not so much concerned about. It's just what the world is going through, and I want to talk about that. This the guy right here, you guys, that I've always been telling. Well, I've done a couple of videos on him, but this is channel right here. This is his channel right here. But he called himself Soul. Okay. Now, I've been following this guy for maybe about 4 years. I would like to say he is a very well uh, educated, respectful man. I really respect his content. I respect his ideas. I respect his growth. I've been following him for about 4 years, and he has grown the 4 years that I have actually been watching. Okay. But the thing about this is this man, this man here, well, since the 4 years I've been watching him and studying, he just been growing. So I guess he got so tired of of the states. He got so tired of the United States not growing and or not wanting to grow. He actually took himself away from the United States. This man is out of the country. Okay. This man is out of the country. Now, that is really big, you guys. Like I say, I've been following him for 4 years. He said he been on YouTube for like 9, 10 years. Okay. I've been following him for like 4 years. Okay. But what I'm saying is the growth that I have saw him do in these 4 years has been amazing. He he actually teaches me a lot about growing, a lot about uh, life that's I didn't pay attention to. He, when you start doing personal development, you will find things that resonate with your spirit. And uh, this man right here has really touched me with his growth and his understanding about himself for one, and about life. That's what this thing called life is about. Understanding and revolving around uh, around things that can't you can't control, and if you can't control it, the next best thing is learn how to deal with it. Learn how to get better in things that you can't control. So when I come back on here, we're gonna dig into a little bit of his content. We're gonna dig a little bit into a couple of other people content, and it's gonna be a little bit. It's gonna be a little bit controversy. Okay, it's gonna be a little bit tough to hear and to understand because people, they don't like talking about subjects. They don't like talking about tough things like this. That's why you see, I got this thing back here. This is something. Hold on, I'm gonna show you something. Right? You see, I got this back here. 1-800 Tell Your Story. This is something that I had when I first started my YouTube channel. Okay, started my YouTube channel maybe about 2 years ago, and this the first thing I bought. This the first thing I put up there, and that was Tell Your Story. Okay, tell your true story. That's probably what I should have put on there. Okay, yes. The reason why I did that is because we all have a story. Some people would like to tell the middle of the story. Certain people would like to tell the story that makes them looks good. A lot of people don't want to tell the whole story. So when I started this channel 2 years ago, that was the first thing I bought. Well, one of the first things I bought, and that was the first thing that I put up there was 1-800 Tell Your Story. Because what I wanted to do, my vision was is to have people get a have people to call in on a number and to tell their true story. Okay. Now you may tell a story and it might not be true, but when you call in, it's up to me to challenge that. Just like I knew when I put that up there that one day I was gonna get challenged on my story, right? And I put this up there. So that's a key fact. That's a key fact. I put that up there. That was the first thing I put. Tell your story. Like I said, it should have been true story, right? That with that being said, I was ready to tell my true story. Instead of somebody else telling the story, not to say that the story that they was telling might not have been true to them, but they might have took it and they might have took it the wrong way or they might not have understood, okay? Or whatever the case may be. But I was ready to tell my true story. Whatever that may have entail, good, bad, and the ugly. Like I say, uh, I haven't always been a perfect person, right? I was always hoping and to striving to become a better person. Yes. So yes, I've done some things that I'm not proud of, but now I am able to change that story, my story. I am now able to change it and to make it be better for the next generation of people. Just to show you that, yes, we might not have been, you might have had a slip up or two in your upbringing coming up, but you can change. We all can change, right? That's the reason why I do this. Now we're gonna cut this live because we ain't here and I've been on the phone for probably 20 minutes. So uh, we're gonna cut this. And hey, I was just like I say, this live. When I come on live a lot, when I do come on live, sometimes I just like to be on here and I like to tell what's in my heart and tell my story, okay? Tell my life story and to look at other lives and just to see uh, the choices, how the choices we make and the things that we do can affect the way how you want to live or the way how you want to be. If you never acknowledge these things, you would never know, right? So I love coming on here speaking and talking about things like this. So with that being said, I'm gonna end this live, right? And I'm gonna come back on here and we're gonna get to a couple of these videos and I'm gonna talk about them. And this is sort of, we'll let him start talking about, this is going to be some what we're going to be talking about when I get back here, okay? Because somebody got to talk about it. A lot of, it is a lot of people that talk about it, but this is something that means something to me, okay? Like I say, I have kids and I want nothing but the best for my kids, right? And if that takes me speaking about my wrongs in my past, if that takes me to have to talk about that or tough things to make other people see what not to do, if that takes me to have to put my story out there, then I'm for it. I'm all for it, right? If it ain't for nothing else, it's just because I didn't understand, right? So I know it's other people. When I was young and I was going through these things, I didn't understand. I was just doing, right? I didn't have a father in my life uh, to tell me certain things wasn't right, wasn't cool. I didn't have that, right? And that's, hey, my mom's though, she hold it down. I can't never deny that. But a man really needs to be there with his kids for guidance, uh, for the lessons and the mistakes that these kids is going to make. Only a man can really have that authority or figure that kids actually will listen to. Mothers, we respect the women and the mothers, but we fear the men, right? We respect and we fear the men. The kids can better have they can get a better dialogue if it's coming from a man. And I'm talking about a man who really speaks uh, with clarity, that really speaks with his heart, okay? That really speaks with love and that really leads with passion and care about his kids and where he would like to see his kids in the future. Now, some fathers not like that. And when I come back here, we're going to discover that because I truly believe it starts with the man first. It does. It starts with the man first. Okay? So let's listen to a little bit of soul and then we're going to tap right back on in here in a minute. Hold on. I got him mute. Let's see.
We're not even having that type of conversation. I'm just saying you got to be aware of who your woman is bonded to. And when I say bonded too, man, let me just say like a lot of times we have these relationship conversations, man, where a lot of people are talking about, oh, that were traditional relationships. Like our grandparents used to move like this. You gotta understand, traditional relationships on in that way, they're done. Like when our grandfathers and grandmothers got together, they were 13 and 17. They may have had one or two partners before that, but they got married and they rocked out. You weren't getting with a woman like a woman that slept with a multitude of men. You know what I'm saying? You have to understand, by the time you get with that woman, she's already bonded with somebody.
Okay, we're gonna stop it right there. I didn't hear why I was gonna play it at. Okay, so we go. That wasn't. But you get the drift. That's what we're gonna talk about today. Okay, that's what we're gonna talk about today. We're gonna let a couple of real thoughtful people get up here and express those themselves about how they feel, and then I'm gonna break their situation down on how I feel and how I take it. You know, this is just uh, coming from my experience, right? Of being on this side of the universe for 53 years, being on both sides of the equation of life, the good and the bad, the single life and the married life. Um, yes, I've been on all different spectrums, right? The player side of the game, the hustler side of the game. You know, I've been, I've been, yes, my 53 years has been an experience. Okay. So that's what we're going to talk about when I jump back up in here. Because it's very alarming to me when I see a lot of things that goes on in nowadays relationships. Like I say, I have kids. I still have a young daughter. I still have um, early 20s kids, and I got nieces and I got nephews. People always ask me why I care. Those are the reasons why I care. Okay, I have nieces and nephews. I have kids. I have, you know, and and it's just the world. I want to get down to why it is the way it is. You know, and it's not the man's fault. It's not the woman's fault. It's both of us, right? It's the men and the women. And I believe now more than ever, young and old men is really getting a bad deal in 2026 when it comes to loving a woman. Okay. Now I'm not saying it's the woman's fault. Okay. Nor that I'm saying it's the man's fault. I'm saying that we need to figure out a solution for our kids, for our grandkids. And that's the main thing that I'm talking about. Okay, let's cut this. And I'm gonna keep this up. Okay. Thank y'all, man, for watching these videos. When you get a chance, I ask you to subscribe. If you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe to RC Community TV right on YouTube. And I'll be back in here in a couple hours because I got to figure out some of these things, and I want to talk about what I want to talk about. Okay. And you welcome to join in. The link is going to be up there in the chat. You is welcome to come in here and to speak your mind, your piece. I'll just ask to be respectful, right? But the link is going to be in the chat when I get back up in here. You can click that link. You watching the show, you can click that link, and I could put you on the channel. You can come up here and you can say, you know, what do I be saying? What did I just say? Let me see if I can put that up. No. Okay. Right there. You can tell your story, how you feel, right? Okay. So enjoy your Saturday morning. I will be back on here in a couple of hours. You already know my saying, peace, love, and of course, positivity.
Sometimes God doesn't calm the storm because the storm was never the problem. Sometimes he lets it rage so he can calm you. That situation wasn't meant to break you, it was meant to build you. See, everybody wants peace, everybody wants clarity, but nobody wants the pain that produces it. But growth don't happen in comfort. Strength don't show up in silence. The storm revealed who you were, but it also revealed who you're not. And that's the gift. The storm stripped the lies. It exposed the weaknesses. It tore away everything fake so God can show you what's real. So don't pray it away too soon. Let it do its work. Let it shape you. Because storms don't destroy purpose, they reveal it. And on the other side of this, you won't just survive. You'll stand different, walk different, believe different. Because when you've been through real pain, you speak with real power. That's why he let it hit you. It was never about the storm, it was about what it woke up inside you.